Well, hey everybody, welcome to Monday. I know that many of you are freaking out that it is yet another Monday because you are looking at the calendar and how few days you have left in your school year, and you are freaking out at how much curriculum you still have left. And so last week on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, I gave you 3 reasons why you don't have to finish your curriculum in order to finish this school year. And today I'm going to give you reason number 4. Tomorrow I'm going to give you reason number 5. Yes, there are 5 reasons why you do not have to finish that curriculum, you guys. Just call your summer. I know you want to do it. Let me help you do that, okay? And just a reminder, if you would like to have some more encouragement for your homeschool in your inbox, go to goodschooling.net, scroll to the bottom, put your email address in, and you will get encouragement and hacks and advice and guidance in your inbox to help you through your homeschool adventure. All right, so reason number 4. Okay, this one is based off the assumption that I've heard a lot of parents say lately, and I can tell you as a former classroom teacher, this is not true. A lot of parents think that the schools all finish their curriculum, that the kids, they start on day 1 and by the last day of school, they've completed every workbook, they have read to the end of every textbook, they have done everything that came with that curriculum, and I can tell you that is resoundingly false, okay? It is not true at all. When you think of the last month, when I think of the last month of the school year, back when I was a classroom teacher, here's what we did, okay? So many assemblies. I don't know what it is about the end of the year, but my gosh, I remember there were like 2 weeks in a row when half my class was missing every single day. And it kept switching who was missing. But this group was missing because they were in the choir, and the choir was practicing for, something that we were, our end of the year assembly. And then this group was gone because they were at some awards thing. And this group was gone because they had earned the award from the principal to go do blah, blah, blah. And constantly, my class was constantly missing. These kids were going, these kids were coming back, there was no learning going on that last month. I couldn't teach anything new because I never had a class. My kids were never there. They were constantly going to other things. So many assemblies. Not only that, but the end of the year is when teachers stop teaching because they know everybody's burnt out. Not just the teacher, the kids are too. They are so tired of lessons. They are so tired of homework. And so what do they do instead? They show a lot of movies, so many movies. They play so many games, and I'm not bagging on this stuff. Like, as homeschoolers, we do this too, right? We wake up one day and go, you know what? I really don't want to teach today, so we're just going to play games, or we're just going to watch some videos. We do this also, but that's a lot of what they do at the end of the year. And I'm not saying every class is like this, and I'm not saying every teacher is like this, but generally speaking, there's a lot of videos. There's a lot of games. Projects. End of the year projects. Wrap it up projects. Show me what you learned about this. Final projects for XYZ. Kids are working on things in class. They're working on their projects. They're maybe working in groups. They're maybe doing it by themselves. The teacher's taking them down to the school library. They're learning, but they're not working on their textbooks. They're learning how to put together a project or how to put together a presentation, and they're researching and they're writing and they're doing all this stuff, right? The teacher is not pulling out the workbooks. She's not pulling out the textbook. The only reason the kids are pulling out the textbooks is to use it as a reference for the projects that they're working on, okay? Here's another thing, because I know that a lot of parents go, yeah, well, but my kid is in high school and we're working on our transcript for college, so I know they've got to finish everything. Actually, at the high school level, it is considered complete. A class is considered complete when you get 2/3 of the book done. 2/3. A whole third of the book you don't have to cover. So if you've been covering every single chapter up till now, you are so done. Trust me, you're done. Take a look. I'm gonna guess you've covered at least 2/3 of that. So if that's what they do in public school, trust me, you can do the same thing. You can say, you know what, you guys, we have worked hard this year. And those of you who are first year homeschoolers, you've got to remember that this year is the hardest homeschool year you will ever have, especially since so many of you launched without any kind of plan. This was like a last minute, oh, heck no, I'm not sending my kids to distance schooling, or we're not doing the online thing again. That was a disaster. Gosh, apparently we're going to homeschool now. It was not something you had planned. It was not something you were expecting. This has been a hard year. Your kids have learned a ton of lessons, not necessarily from the book. And yes, they've learned from the book. Yes, they've learned from the curriculum, but they've learned so many other things. But you also have to remember that this has been a very emotionally and mentally draining year for everyone in your house, because when you start homeschooling, you're not just changing how your kids are educated, you're changing your entire approach to life and family. That is a huge change that takes a lot out of everybody. So when you look at all the curriculum, you have to remember curriculum was not the only thing you were going through this year. The stuff in the curriculum were not the only lessons your kids were learning this year. It is 100% okay to say, you know what? We worked hard. We did as much as we could possibly do this year without completely losing our minds. And I think it's time that we just say, I think we're done. Done with the curriculum. You don't have to say you're done with school. If you don't feel okay with that, if you feel like, no, I still have way too many hours that I need to record for the state, for those of you who have to do that, okay, that's fine. You don't have to do it with the curriculum. Take the field trips. Go to the library. Do the documentaries and the videos and the fun, the fun YouTube channels, right? Take the fun breaks. Play the games, okay? Your kids are still going to learn. They're not only learning through the curriculum, okay? So I hope that is encouraging for you. I hope that makes you feel a little bit better about letting some of this school stuff go, about saying, you know what? We worked hard this year and it is time for summer break. So if you still need a little bit more convincing, if you're not 100% sure that it's okay to let go of the curriculum quite yet, then join me again tomorrow. We'll be looking at our final reason for why you do not have to finish that curriculum. Okay, I hope you have a great evening. Thanks so much for joining me. I will see you again tomorrow. All right, take care, y'all. Bye.